Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid. In the last part, we ended off Disc 1, and now we're here in the boiler room, I believe it's called, in Disc 2. Now first off, kill this guy. Or knock him out. I always just kill him because I don't really care about my ranking at the end. And what I would recommend you do if you just want to get through this section fast is use 2 Stinger missiles on the thing that we're actually going to be coming across in a few seconds. Let's see, I believe if I look forward, there we go. Yeah, use your use 2 Stinger missiles on this and you should be good. They'll trigger an alert phase, but I don't think it actually counts at the end, but I don't want to attempt it just in case. I want to get through this with as little alert phases as possible. And yeah, this totally isn't annoying having to wait. I believe that rat can knock you off, actually, but I'm not too sure. And, by the way, if you so much as let go of the button that's making you stay pressed against the wall during that section, you will fall and die. Immediately, even. So be careful of that. By the way, I gotta say, for some reason I really like the lava graphic here. I don't know why. It looks bad even still, but it looks really cool at the same time. It's odd. Oh yay, elevators. Yeah, Disc 2 is a lot of elevators, actually. Well, big elevators, rather, because that is going to be a couple sequences on these. Although I will say, Disc 2 was probably not going to be anywhere near as long as Disc 1 was, because Disc 1 was 9 parts. I'm guessing this is going to be probably around 6 or so. I'm not too sure yet, though. Because I'm wondering how long the finale of this is going to be, because I'm still considering whether or not I'm going to split it into 2 parts or not. But we'll get to that when we get to it.
There he is! Damn!
Over dramatic there, guys. Yeah, now we have 4 soldiers here. I recommend you using it from Moss. But at the same time, that tends to make me take a lot of damage here. Maybe the SOCOM or the... what's it called? Grenades might be a better choice overall. Although if you're playing on easy mode, you can probably just CQC them to death. And by that I mean punch kick. Really simple stuff. I'm not even sure why this section is really here. Probably just for padding, so you would have a bit more playtime. But yeah, nothing really to do. Make sure you have your body armor equipped, though, because that's going to help you a lot in this section. I think this is where I start getting the idea to use grenades. Stun grenades are really useful here, but... how did that hit him? Oh, one guy fell off! I completely forgot I ran into my own grenade there. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I believe if you can actually throw the guys off the elevator, which is a way to instant kill them. But if you want if they're going to drop anything, you're not going to get it that way. And we're done. That was absolutely pointless. And then the elevator finished its climb, and there's a security camera there, which is really dickishly placed, because you're not gonna know that's there unless you look in your what's it called, first-person view. Oh, that's right. There's claymores here. Make sure to use your thermal goggles, although I'm going to recommend you collect as many of these as you can. Because these are actually really useful in the upcoming boss fight. But yeah, they're just building up towards the next boss fight, which is actually one of my favorite ones, at the same time least favorite. Actually, I believe we're on our way to the boss fight right now. Like, this is a... Oh, yeah, this is the area right before it. Well, first we have a codec conversation. And... Ravens. That might not be good. Well, actually, I don't mind this, because I actually really like ravens. Although their cries are getting annoying. Ugh, shut up. Shut up in there, will you? I'm tired. Oh, okay, there we go.
Snake.
Boom!
I've got something to
Master
tell
Miller, you got a
about
problem there, I
Naomi
can see.
Hunter. What about her? Is this conversation secure? Don't worry, the monitor's off.
And by that, he pretty much means that they're being
What's
jammed.
up? I was in the FBI too, you know. I didn't know that. What's your point? Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary.
Actually, I'm trying to remember. If I remember correctly, Master Miller is actually much bigger in the PSP game. Which one was it?
Yeah, what about it? It was all
No, it wasn't
big
Portable
lie.
Ops. It was
What did you say?
Peace. Yeah, Peace Walker. That's actually the only Metal Gear game. Well, that Portable Ops are the only Metal Gear games I own that I haven't beaten. Mostly just because Peace Walker's control scheme angers me, and Peace Walker, I'm kind of stuck. No, not Peace Walker. Portable Ops, I'm kind of stuck doing boring missions at this point.
Yeah.
I love how I'm talking about other games in the series when there's a big, pretty much plot twist being thrown in our face. That's the Kyle you can all know and love, right?
They first started in 1960 in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja. Too many strange things are happening. Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it? I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists. Could it be? If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Will do, Miller. And I believe this is actually the third to last conversation we'll see him in. And, oh, I'm guessing by the white filter over everything that we're coming up to an ice area, aren't we? A fire and an ice area right next to each other. Keep that in mind for later on. And it's time for, I believe, well, actually, first off, make sure you check around these boxes for some C4 ammo and such. You're gonna need all of this during the upcoming battle. Especially rations, because rations are good.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska, too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious, it's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Now, if you can't tell by that, Raven isn't just some big oaf. He's actually a University of Alaska graduate, and, yeah. But as for this fight itself, he's constantly walking around these boxes. I recommend you plant C4, but keep an eye on where you put them. Because if you step on your own, claymores, rather, actually, sorry, it's an instant kill, but they are the best way to hit him. You can also hit him with Nikita and Stinger missiles, but after enough shots, he'll shoot them out of the air. C4 is also a good option. But as for Vulcan Raven himself, his weapon is actually probably one of the bigger in the series. He's using and I'm reading this off the Metal Gear Wiki, by the way, I don't know this by heart. He's using an M61A1 20mm multi-barreled autocannon, aka a Vulcan, which is the origin of his codename, which is widely used on American military tactical aircraft such as an F-16. How he's carrying something like that and the ammo tub behind him, I'm not sure. What the... this little thing is happening again, isn't it? That's weird. I'm not sure why the recording does that, because it doesn't do that in the actual game. That's very strange. But yeah, as for this fight, it's mostly just a fight against time, really. War of attrition. However, if you're in here for too long, one of two and possibly both things, two bad things rather, can happen. Your rations can freeze, which means you can't use them for a period of time. And you can catch a cold. I think I actually cut it out, but when I was going back to fight Sniper Wolf, rather, for the first time, I went back to where I got the body, no, not the body armor. I got that on the floor where we got the chief, or the DARPA chief. On the floor where we met Meryl in the bathroom, actually. In one of the rooms there is a medicine, which is the only way of curing a cold that you can get in here. And after enough damage, these boxes will actually collapse, because as you can see, they are showing residual bullet holes. After a while, they will explode and block off your path. I actually wonder how many different combinations this room can have in terms of environmental destruction. That's actually really interesting to think about. But make sure you keep an eye on where your stuff is. I always stick with the Claymore method, but you can use C4 and such. This is probably a battle you can get really tactical with, too, which is really cool. And I just realized there's something up there. I've never actually noticed that before. In fact, I think he just knocked the one that had the stuff on it down, and I just realized that. Wow. Huh. And I'm crawling around because I don't want to blow up my own stuff. Because your own claymores are instant kill for some reason. I seriously don't know why that is. Seriously, actually, I do wonder, how heavy is that Vulcan he's carrying, because, as he mentioned before, he is a pretty big guy, and he mentioned the Muktuk contest. I believe Muktuk eating contests are just, well, Muktuk itself, I believe, is some sort of whale blubber. I'm not sure. I live down in Massachusetts, so I don't know much about Alaskan stuff like that. Sorry if I sound really bored or tired right now, but it's like 3, 4 in the morning. I don't even feel like looking down, actually, because my clock is, like, off right now, so I don't know which one is correct. It's late, let's put it like that. And mind you, I usually record around 1, so, yeah. I'm not sure how he got hit there.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence, which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take the security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are the snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world.
They're aliens? Oh my god, it all makes sense now.
Battle with him. I will do watching from above. First, I'll give my hint. The man who's lost time will be from your eyes.
What is it?
That was not the Darker Chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
Dun dun dun.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't people who used to get people he did left there.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
God damn, they even ate the bones. I'm not joking, the Ravens ate everything, including the bones. Although, I gotta admit, when I was a kid and I first played this game, or however old I was, I actually forget. I thought the ammo feed to the Vulcan was actually his spine, but no, I just noticed the feed. And now we have more stuff about Naomi.
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap.
Oh man, this music reminds me of something.
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Oh no, I know what it reminds me of. The music right here for some reason, especially the part that is right now. If you can hear over these guys talking, and myself, mind you. You might have to play to the game to this point to hear it, but it reminds me of Metroid Fusion, actually. Mostly just because of the instruments used, I believe. Metroid Fusion. I will redo UN Zero Mission at some point. Oh, those are some of my better LPs. I love how I'm just ignoring all the stuff about Naomi that we're hearing right now.
She must be some kind of spy. A spy.
But then again, that's pretty much me. I go off topic on all sorts of things. Out of nowhere, too.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists? I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound. So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
At this point, I'm not sure. That reminds me. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if he's talking about the Colonel there when he says it couldn't be. I'm wondering if he either is talking about someone that he already knows, or if he's talking about the certain group of quote-unquote people, the Patriots from the later games in the series. I doubt Hideo Kojima had it planned out to this point. Had that much story planned out at this point, though. While Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake were popular, and so was this, mind you, I doubt he had that much planned ahead. Then again, it's Kojima. You can never tell what he's thinking.
Without her, we can't complete this mission. I knew it. You're hiding something. Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time. I don't have any time left for you.
You know, I'm actually tempted to see what other roles that Colonel Campbell has done. In fact, I'm going to do that right now behind the voice actors. Because I know that he did, what's it called? Grandpa Max in Ben 10, but I can't remember what else he's done. Also, something rather unfortunate happens right around here, but yeah, this is his Vulcan. I originally thought the ammo feed was his spine. I don't know why. How is he carrying that thing around? Seriously, that thing has to weigh like 200 pounds at the least. And no, they froze. I had to wait between recording this part and the next part for those to unfreeze. If you just have them equipped but not using them, like the body armor is right now actually, they'll unfreeze over time. But with that, I'm gonna need to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Metal Gear Solid, we'll go forward and see what happens next. And I sense quite a bit of cameras ahead of me. I'm just saying that, yeah, there's quite a few cameras. Shit. I'll see you guys then.